Good morning. Always wanted to do that. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there, especially mine. Shout out my mom. Love you. My name is Matthew Seaman. I'm a senior at Seton Hall Prep, and I will be attending Baylor University this fall. The passage I will be talking about today is 2 Corinthians 5, verses 6 and 7. If you're following along in your Bibles, it's the next verse down. It says, "Therefore, we are always confident and know that as long as we are at home in the body, we are away from the Lord. For we live by faith, not by sight." A little historical context here. This is a letter from Paul to the people of Corinth around 55 AD. During this time in Corinth, the church was undergoing turmoil and a little disarray, so Paul just sent them another letter to address the issues and kind of show them what's up. Now, to break down the verses. Paul starts this in verse 6 saying, "Therefore, we are always confident and know that as long as we are at home in the body, we are away from the Lord." Paul starts here by encouraging the Corinthians to always be confident or to have firm trust, as the dictionary defines it, in their faith or in their faith in Jesus. He continues by saying, referencing at home in the body, this is talking about our existence here on earth, and that while we are here, we are away from the Lord, not in his direct presence. Which is a reminder for us that we were made for heaven. Paul here acknowledges a spiritual separation between us and God while we are here on earth. We may be able to sense God and feel him, but we're not truly with him yet. We will truly be with him when we're in heaven in his direct presence. Paul continues in verse 7 with what I think is the key point of the passage by saying, "For we live by faith, not by sight." Other translations that I like say walk by faith, not instead of live, implying our lives to be a continuous journey with Christ and how we should walk with him by faith. Faith in Hebrews 11:1 is defined as confidence in what we hope for and assurance about what we do not see, which I like this definition because it again talks about what we do not see, which brings back to not by sight. Paul here is telling the Corinthians and us not to rely on what we see, but on God. Literal sight is limited to what's right in front of us and around us. However, faith provides us with a broad confidence in the promises of the Lord for the present and the future. Looks can be deceiving, but God is not, especially now in the age of growing technology and AI and stuff. Between everything we see on the internet, whether it's AI, social media, untrustworthy sources, in a physical sense, we don't always know what's real and what's fake. In a physical way as well as an intangible way, we shouldn't just rely on sight or it'll lead us the wrong way. In the context of this letter, it's Paul telling the people of Corinth to look beyond the temporary and focus on the eternal God. This is applicable nowadays too, as we can get caught up on all of these earthly things like time, money, school, etc., while instead we should fix our eyes on God. I've seen this in my life many times when I should walk by faith, not sight, or when I did walk by faith, not sight. One time in specific was when I was writing the sermon. Honestly, sometimes I didn't know what to say or what to write or how it would get to people or if it would or if it wouldn't, but I prayed, I trusted God, walked by faith, praying that he would speak through me and through all of the seniors today, and I hope that's what he's done. All in all, this passage is a powerful reminder that our lives are meant to be lived by faith, not by what we see, feel, or even fully understand in the moment. Paul's words to the Corinthians still speak to us today to stay confident in our journey with God, even when we feel distant from him, and to trust in his eternal promises rather than the temporary things around us. Whether it's in writing a sermon or navigating the randomness of life, we should all do the walk of life in faith, not by sight. Thank you.